and welcome back to my vlog. I'm a bit behind with videos again as there's just so many jobs to do to keep on top of everything. It's just exhausting. But everything is growing so well in this gorgeous weather. But I have one potato plant that's just given up. Not sure what's wrong, slug damage or rotted seed potato, I don't know, but it has dissolved from the roots. I've put in another chitted potato in its place and we'll see what happens with that. I'm determined to increase my strawberry plants for next year for zero cost, so I'm putting all the runners into pots. Once they've taken, I'll snip off the runner stems. I don't have any proper pins for holding them down, so I'm just using the circle clips for vertical climbers, and that seems to work just fine, so I'm looking forward to next year for sure. I managed to harvest 1.7 kilograms of strawberries in a few days this year with the vertical planter that I have, the strawberry beds and the greenhouse strawberries, so I'm hoping to double that next year. I took up all the remaining garlic that I have left in the smaller beds and hopefully store them in the pantry till next year. Does anyone else dry out their veggies in their log store? It works really well for me. So I had a dig in my turnip and beetroot bed. Everything's going well and not well at the same time. Slugs are a real problem and I suspect there are caterpillars in there too, but I just can't find them. Everything is being munched. I wanted to take 3 of the turnips and then I could reuse the plastic collars to protect some of the other smaller plants. I'm very pleased with those little turnips. I think soup could be on the cards. I've been spending time methodically working on the raised pallet beds, just sealing them off, getting another coat of wood stain on. And now that I can see them starting to come together, I'm looking at the others and thinking, oh dear, they definitely need attention. But a little bit every day, even if it's just splitting up the pallets, at least it's still some sort of progress. Next up, I wanted to get cracked on with a new composter, so I hunted out 3 pallets the same. I didn't want any of the composting material to travel through the gaps onto the kindling store, and I didn't want to use plastic bags because after a while they'll crack in the sun. I'm well aware of this now after my pallet beds. So I had an offcut of USB board and I just put that at the bottom, and I can fit another bit at the top when it gets fuller. I just secured everything with big screws. That's all I did with my other pallet composters and they've been standing for 2 years, so I'm not concerned about that. Right, a very quick look at the greenhouse. It is, I think it's 30 plus in here just now, so it will be a very quick tour. I've got a couple of trays here of sprouts. Yes, they should be outside and yes, they should be much bigger, but just the way things worked out this year. But they are getting crumbly and it's too hot in here for them. It's definitely too hot in here for them. I filled these trays up with water this morning and half of it's gone. I think I'll put them next door in the shade. It doesn't get much sunlight, but at least they won't frazzle to death. I've got a little cucumber here. He's doing good. My volunteer potatoes. I did spend a lot of time last year trying to keep the leaves up straight and make sure they weren't getting damaged underneath and there was no rotten leaves. This year I'm not bothering. Just let them do their thing, see what happens. The tomatoes are doing fabulous. I'm very pleased with them. Got a great big tomato down here, looking wonderful. So they get a good soak every morning, but it's the weekend now, so they need a feed. So I'll do that this evening when it's cooler. I've also got some celery, which needs probably something more constructive done with them rather than just leaving them in a pot in the greenhouse. Here's my other cucumber. He'll get put in the tub with the other guy. This is a cabbage. Got some forget-me-nots planted up. I'm not too sure if it's too late for them to flower, but I'll find out. And I've got ginger. I've got some ginger growing. I'm so pleased with that. That was just a shop-bought lump of ginger and it had a node on it. So I thought, well, we'll give it a go. And lo and behold, it grew. Whether it'll produce any other tubers, I don't know, but it's fun finding out. Some more lettuce, and I'm trying again with cucumber, getting late now. There's another cabbage. Olive trees still here, doing well. It was covered in flowers this year, but they all fell off. So I've got a bigger pot for them, but I just want to make sure that I put them in the right soil, get something proper for them rather than just my homemade compost. I think it needs to be quite a sandy, gritty soil, so I need to Google it and see what would be the best. Or if you've got any suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. That would be amazing. So I'm just letting the tomatoes ramble across the roof again. That worked really well last year. My bench isn't big enough for these guys. But I've been very smart this year. I've labelled everybody, given everybody a number. That's number 1. 2, 6, 6, 4. Some of them didn't work at all. Some of the seeds just refused to germinate. I have got a list in the house of what the numbers actually are. There's nothing dramatic. It's classic tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, and I think one of them is it might be that one, given that tomato's so big, beef tomato. The peppers are doing really good. I'm pleased with them. Every single one of them's got a couple of flower heads on it, so that'll be exciting. They'll get a feed today as well. But the potatoes are covered in aphids. Not doing them any harm because the potato plants are strong, but I've had to resort to spraying them because I'm fed up with them as they're starting to spread onto the peppers. So I'm having to be quite diligent and just keeping them washed and cleaned. Yeah, so that's the whistle-stop tour of the greenhouse. It's looking good. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but it's all the same stuff, if you know what I mean. There's really only 1, 2, 3, 4 things and some flowers. So, well, that's a bit unfair actually, because we've got ginger, tomatoes, celery, cucumber, potatoes, peppers, brambles, sprouts. It all adds up. Right, I'm going to put these guys next door and help them keep a bit cooler. Hope that helps. Yeah, there we go. Well, who done it? Who is the mystery stone stealer? Well, as expected, it was the magpie. The trail cam footage showed a fleeting glimpse of him standing at the water bowl, and I'm still finding stones lying in random places, but at least I know who done it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon to be notified of my next vlog if you found this one interesting. See you next time. Have a great week. Bye!